Welcome to Busy with Business, your one-stop destination for powerful business stories, financial insights, and the untold journeys of India's biggest companies. Here, we simplify the world of business for everyone, whether you're a budding entrepreneur, an investor, or just curious about how great empires are built. So, if you're passionate about success stories, smart strategies, and the minds behind them, you're in the right place. Now, let's get into today's story. The engineering giant of India, a story of vision, grit, and growth. Behind India's monumental infrastructure, power plants, defense systems, and skyscrapers stand a silent powerhouse, Larsen Toubro, or L&T. But how did two Danish engineers in colonial India lay the foundation for one of the country's greatest companies? This is the incredible story of vision, resilience, and engineering excellence. Chapter 1: Origins and Adversity, 1938 to 1947. In the late 1930s, the global stage was turbulent. Fascism was rising, economies were crumbling post the Great Depression, and India remained under colonial British rule. Amidst this, in Mumbai, two Danish engineers, Henning Hulk Larsen and Soren Christian Toubro, were working at a British engineering firm. Disenchanted with bureaucracy and driven by a dream to create something of their own, they founded Larsen Toubro in 1938. They started small, importing dairy equipment and providing engineering consultancy. With almost no capital, they worked from a modest office in Bombay. The start was tough. Clients were few, funding was scarce, and colonial policies favored British enterprises. But then came World War II. As global trade routes collapsed, imports were restricted. India had to become self-reliant overnight, and L&T was ready. They began manufacturing equipment locally, servicing critical machinery, and soon partnered with international companies like Caterpillar. This opportunity, born out of crisis, marked L&T's first real growth spurt. Chapter 2: Forging Ahead in a New Nation, 1947 to 1960. Independence came in 1947. For L&T, this marked a new beginning. The company pivoted from an import-based model to manufacturing indigenous equipment. It was now about nation building. In 1946, L&T went public, opening its ownership to Indian investors. This move not only raised capital, but also won trust. The first major facility was set up in Powai, a then remote suburb of Bombay. What followed was expansion into construction, electrical equipment, and power projects. Powai became a manufacturing hub. L&T was now producing switchgear, cement mixers, and other heavy machinery. The focus was on self-reliance, echoing Prime Minister Nehru's vision of an industrial India. The company also laid the groundwork for its future structure, forming specialized divisions and focusing on engineering excellence, training, and in-house R&D. Chapter 3: Struggles and Resilience during the License Raj, 1960 to 1980. The decades after independence were filled with challenges. The License Raj imposed stringent government controls. Bureaucracy was thick, permissions were hard to get, and expansion was slow. But L&T was built to endure. The 60s and 70s saw labor unrest, inflation, and political instability. Yet L&T expanded into chemical plants, refineries, and civil construction. Each project was a challenge, but also a testament to their engineering grit. The company focused on self-sufficiency, developing indigenous technologies, building in-house design capabilities, and training a skilled workforce. Despite the tough environment, L&T maintained its reputation for ethics, quality, and innovation. Chapter 4: From Engineering to Conglomerate, 1980 to 2000. By the 1980s, L&T had moved beyond heavy machinery. It diversified into new sectors: IT, finance, cement, and real estate. This was the age of transformation. L&T Infotech was launched, later becoming a global software company. L&T Finance offered services across mutual funds, insurance, and lending. The company built ports, highways, airports, and even nuclear power plants. Challenges came in the form of growing private competition and slow reforms, but L&T's brand stood strong, trusted by both government and private sectors alike. Chapter 5. The Hostile Takeover Battle, 2001 to 2003. The early 2000s brought a storm. The Edifier Birla Group began acquiring shares in L&T, aiming to take control. For the employees and board, this was war. The takeover attempt was seen as a threat to L&T's independence and legacy. Led by then-Chairman A.M. Naik, the management fought back, rallying institutional investors, employees, and LIC to protect the company. Eventually, Birla exited, selling its stake to public institutions. L&T's autonomy was preserved. This episode marked a new sense of identity and ownership for the company. Chapter 6. Global Expansion and Tech Embrace, 2003 to 2015. With the takeover threat behind, L&T focused on becoming a global force. It began exporting engineering, procurement, and construction services across Asia, the Middle East, and Africa. Landmark projects included metro rail systems in Riyadh and Doha, hydrocarbon facilities in the UAE, and IT parks in Malaysia. L&T also adopted cutting-edge digital construction tech and lean manufacturing. The company diversified further into smart infrastructure, automation, and green energy. L&T was no longer just building India. It was now building the world. Chapter 7. Digital, Defense, and Future Readiness, 2015 to 2024. L&T has transformed into a tech-enabled, future-ready organization. Its foray into defense production, from submarines to missile systems, has made it a pillar in India's defense sector. With L&T Technology Services and acquisitions like Mindtree, the group now blends core engineering with cutting-edge IT solutions. Their Smart World and Communication division powers smart cities and surveillance systems. They're also making bold strides in green energy, space tech, and AI-led infrastructure. Chapter 8. L&T Today and the Road Ahead. Today, L&T is valued at over 4 Indian rupees lakh crore with operations in 50-plus countries. With over 50 subsidiaries, a strong order book, and diversified verticals, it's India's most trusted engineering conglomerate. The company is focused on ESG goals, digital transformation, and building for a sustainable future. It continues to be a symbol of India's industrial strength and ethical business practices. As L&T looks to the future, its foundations remain rooted in resilience, innovation, and service to the nation. From a small office in Bombay to a multinational engineering behemoth, the journey of Larsen Toubro is one of extraordinary grit. Through wars, political changes, economic shifts, and tech revolutions, L&T stayed true to its values, building not just structures, but building India. Thank you for watching. If you liked the video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.